Hey boys, we're here with day 2 of the Total War Pharaoh early access weekend. That's a long thing. Some internet issues. Hopefully the stream doesn't break. On that, let's go. We played for a bit yesterday and just pretty much learning the game for most part. Reading everything that we could and played a couple turns. Hey, Disco. So it is. What turn is it? Turn 3. We captured North Sinai. You can see our lands here says Ramses. And the game kind of wants us to go here next. It does also make sense. To me, our zone of influence feels like this area here. We haven't seen half the game mechanics yet. We're just basically learning the systems that got kind of introduced in Troy, but I didn't play Troy, so it's new to me. This is the second day I'm playing this game. I haven't played any off stream, and I haven't seen any off stream, so a learning process.
Destiny calls me, and I am compelled to answer.
That was some super lag yesterday before we ended. Really big lag. I'm feeling we should go attack this one first, but this Paramoon is closer. We expect some resistance here, but I'm not sure how much. We start with a small army, everybody starts with a small army, but I'm guessing the legendary AI will get faster to a larger force. Well, just, what is this? This sacred Egyptian gives honor the Egyptian legitimacy. I just marked as a desert. We have a title that grants all light infantry attrition unit to desert and gives them a desert fighter buff. If you look at their army, most of it's light infantry, except these Sheridan Raiders, which are medium infantry. So this is kind of like top tier light infantry from the looks of it, 40 base armor. Regarding skills, we pretty much invest into replenishment, since replenishment are the best things on high difficulty. In combination with upgrade reductions.
Destiny bound.
This is a site which we cannot reach. There's enemy out in the way, the outpost. Hey, Nerfy.
Destined for greatness.
We'll just move past Zandri. Maybe visit Shrine of Ra for this morale boost. You get good damage resistance with missiles and 12 morale for 4 turns. Army gains interact with an outpost will fund 50% of the movement spent to reach it. But does this mean A to B is here? I guess we can confirm it.
Gods, hear my voice.
Or just close. Damn, interesting. The outposts are kind of big deal. I am really loving this outpost system. Each province consists of settlements, and the settlements have their own outposts. And outposts have different roles. There's a military, administrative, economic, and religious outposts. Every time you visit outposts, you gain some movement back, and they provide various buffs either to the region or to the army. Province as well. Well, morale for the entire army. There's actually a lot on this militia infantry. Okay, now that we visited this, We don't have time to fully replenish, so we're just gonna get to the border here and hope
Pressing on.
they don't outnumber us. First campaign bound to go bad at some point. I actually lost my very first Warhammer 1 campaign. I was playing the Empire and I got overwhelmed by combination of Scalings, Estalia, and Chaos. But the second one all went much better.
Blessed
This
by the
definitely
gods.
seems like a different game than a Warhammer, so we can't say that we know much about it yet. We have currently no experience when it comes to large battle, and that's always the most intimidating aspect of a Total War game you're not experienced with on high difficulty. Large battles and how they go for you. Like in Warhammer series, I have absolute confidence in large battles. While here, it's gonna be learning, right? Until we see a couple of them and see how the units will work. There's a weird system with unit classes due to lack of cavalry and general unit variety. Some infantry literally appears out of nowhere and they act like pseudo cavalry. I'm not sure I'm liking this, but I guess I get used to it. We have actually access to some decent troops, and I'm thinking like we get cheap troops and we get a second army sooner. But if we get the cheap troops over our above average troops, we might actually have a situation where we get outnumbered and we won't be able to win a fight because the second army is not active yet. Then I'm guessing we should get more of these Magi troops and hope the enemy does not have axes or maces. Axes will counter the shields and the maces will counter armor. A little bit more security, right? You can only recruit 2 units at a time. These units are slightly more expensive. They're definitely double on the upkeep, but it's not really even the most expensive part. Look at the recruitment cost. That's a massive difference. Because how trade is going to work here is going to be an exchange of resources. It's not going to be some magical connection that we generate income based on resources, trade goods, right? The trade goods are actually are here part of the trade. The resources are actually trade goods. Okay, so I'll add 2 more of these major swordsmen, which are recruited on rank 1 for some reason. What was the reasoning for this? We still haven't unlocked several of these things, which I guess I get unlocked over time. The bronze proving hole gives us recruitment rank to all units. Okay. And regarding outposts, we do have 3 shrines of Ra, which means fresh recruits here will get additional 3 defense. I'm not a fan of this type of buff that says some kind of bonus on recruitment. It kind of incentivizes you actually stacking these things and then recruiting it. Because you can't even retrain them. Just when they get recruited, they get these bonuses. Not a fan of this, really. This thing was back in Rome 2. And you could actually do something really absurd. You could wait for one of the barbarian factions to build, I think it's called the Hall of Champions, or something like that. It's the Warrior Lodge on highest tier. And then you capture the city, and then you use that as your military province. Your legionaries there, or sword masters, or whoever is your top infantry, you can keep this building, and it will work for your faction. They'll be trained with additional 20% buff to attack and defense, which is beyond ridiculous. And I had this once set up. I was playing one longer Rome campaign. I was doing it somewhere in the Gaul, in France. and I was recruiting such high stat units. I was literally like using cheats on those units. I think I actually have a screenshot of this. It is busted. It is busted because the Romans are not supposed to be having access to this. But apparently, not all different culture buildings are useless to other factions. So they'll actually let this work. And I think I have a picture of this somewhere. Should be somewhere here. I played a lot of Rome too. This is the old one. This is a canny. This is, I think, before I started streaming. This should be somewhere here, the screenshot. What is this one? Royal Torque Swordsman. Look at this, Egypt. Egypt under Greeks, though. Oh, there it is. So, this is a unit of Praetorian Guard. Look at the cost of it, 667, and they have an upkeep of 70 per turn. This is a vanilla game, by the way. Look at the bonuses to stats. 150 armor. This is why I don't like this upon recruitment type of things. These units in battle can only get killed by 3 things. Knockback damage from shock cavalry or elephants, javelin spam, or artillery. This is literally chosen in Rome 2. But it is a rank 9 unit, yes, because I stacked all the buffs. I met a general that can recruit rank 9 troops, and I captured a barbarian city that buffs maximum bonus to the units. And this is not 100% buff because I haven't finished all the technologies yet. Rank 9 doesn't do anything with this. It's a somewhat trivial bonus compared to what city provides and what armor from the boss provide. Praetorian Guard was supposed to be the Emperor's bodyguards. Yeah, we can just spam them like they're Hastati. They're actually cheaper than Principes are in the early game. At this stage of the game. I think Praetorian Guard should be like 1 unit per army. And not just like without any restrictions, right? It's like the Iron Breakers or the Hammerers. Like, the moment you recruit more than 1 or 2 per army, the whole game just like loses something. I would like a system where every army, let's say, I would like a system like this. Let's say this army here. We have our general, which is a customizable unit, but I would like a system where you can pick another unit. Like let's say this unit here, and we can provide like make it like a special, like a stronger version of this type of unit, and customize it with different abilities and/or weapons and buffs. So these are major chargers, but I would like to to like slowly, as the army keeps fighting, turn it into like a regional renown unit. That's kind of like a regional renown, but on steroids. And you can only have one unit like this per every army. But each army could customize their own unit like that. I think this will be eventually a thing in a Total War game at some point, but they haven't gotten there yet. So I would like us to be able to create a famous / regional renown unit in every army. Just one per army, and highly customizable on steroid unit. Like, let's say these are major chargers, how this unit would look like in my head. Like, health would be at least double, and then we could customize it either with balanced stats all around, or stack one thing like armor and defense, for example.
Chosen of Ra.
Doesn't look like these units, you guys have a lot of troops. So far, early impression of this game, it feels good. It feels interesting and fun to play until it started lagging yesterday. But it's way too early, you know. Replay value is questionable. I just hope those customizable campaign stuff they added will be added to all the Total Wars. They might have just made it special for this game because the game is next to no variety.
Oh my god! Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the
Forging
hell?
my fate.
Yeah. The funny thing is, this game will still have more variety than Shogun 2. But it has it. I feel like in a worse way. Hey, Rashlock. Okay, we move this. It's province-wide recruitment. It's not regional recruitment.
Only skilled warriors should fight.
Because this is the
beside
region.
me. This
Who's
is
the
your
Lord
chance for
Warhammer 3
glory.
style. I would love a remaster of Medieval 2 and Attila the Most. Because those have excellent atmosphere and gameplay. And they're totally outdated. The thing I like the most about Shogun 2 are the naval battles. Even the ones in the Shogunate period. But the Fall of the Samurai really stands out from it's actually the game on its own these days. It's no longer part of the Shogun 2. They turned into a saga. But the funny thing, I don't have it in my library for some reason. Fall of the Samurai. What the hell? I own Fall of the Samurai, man. I played so much of it. I don't have it in my library. What the hell? Did they remove it? Rise of the Samurai? I have it, but it doesn't show like that. I think this is the best part of the Shogun 2. The battles just feel amazing in this one. Haven't played the Fall of Samurai? You missed out. Not on Steam. Shogun 2 is on Steam. It was on the first DirectX 11 games. DirectX 10 games. It was DirectX 10 at the time. Oh no, this is a Saga game. They separated this shit. Total War Saga Fall of the Samurai. Got removed from my library. It says I have it, but I don't have it. Like, what the hell? And there's a review here that says, game got removed from my library. Is this capitalism? Like I said yesterday, guys, CA is in a rough spot right now, and they will not recover this year. The naval bells in this one. Perfection. They did some stuff this year, and they will not recover for the rest of the year. I think this will take some time for them, for people to forget this shit. Like I said, they will not recover this year. Probably will recover sometimes next year. That's why I said this was a real bad time to release a new game for them.
Ramesses the Bold.
Ramesses. Kind of want to recruit a general, see what's going on with the reinforcements with that. That costs 300 food. So the traits are basically the starting attributes. The middle one is a replenishment. CA had these periods even in the before, boys. Like we were in a state like this, and they released Warhammer 1 out of nowhere. I don't mean from a lot of people it seemed like out of nowhere. Let's not recruit here. Let's recruit when we captured another province. But then again, we have to move it to another province, so one has to stay here. I guess it makes sense to recruit next turn. There's an Egyptian fort thingy here as well. Let's build one here.
Additional fortifications are never a waste of effort. This outpost will surely aid our defenses. Use it well.
This one is in Neckel. This protects Neckel here. Currently we have no trade going on, and Meneptah has trade with guys we're gonna attack. This guy at some point they're probably gonna go hostile because of this. They have the strongest military currently.
I will defend my home.
I find it really bizarre that so far we couldn't make any non-aggression with anybody without giving them money. Yeah, this I don't think this game is worth the price tag they put. 40 euro, especially in this dark age of CA, would have made more sense. For 40 euro, sure.
The wrath of Egypt.
The wrath of Egypt.
Good to see you, cousin, though I'd rather spar than talk.
Cousins? That's an ultimatum to trade them, right? What is the FPS for you? 144. There's some issues with the servers right now. Either Twitch server or my internet, but I think it's the Twitch server. Well, it takes a while to recruit a top manager. But about 700 food per turn, I think. Without counting general. With commandment. Yeah, I think there's issues with Twitch servers right now. Detroit had like a similar tone of music. $85 gold for this. I'm gonna give non-aggression pact to Seti here.
It will be done.
Non-aggression gave us 18 points in relations. We'll see if they go higher over time or they just stay the same amount. Yeah, I played Shogun 2 multiplayer. Before they released Fall the Samurai and Rise of Samurai, I mostly played multiplayer because the campaign was boring. They actually put effort in Shogun 2 multiplayer. Do we plan for the future here? I think time will have to decide for this. This costs 200 gold for 10 turns, huh? Seems like quite a strong faction here. This is kind of like the heart of Egypt here, right?
The future of Egypt.
I do not like these troops in the army, but we don't have the luxury to get rid of them right now. Yeah, we decided this is one of the best buildings in the capital. I still don't know what favor or legitimacy does, but we'll soon find out. One workforce right now. How much does this cost? This costs 2 workforce. Workforce is kind of like surplus population. These garrisons, man. Hey, Bryce. These guys have 70 armor that I consider medium. Copish and shield bodyguard. It's not like an axe really, but similar, I guess, for this stat-wise. Okay, what is left here? Outpost. We don't care about this other outpost. Zati is here. We don't have to just kill all the outposts. If we go to the other side, this outpost would be useful, but maybe just investigate what this one does. Because this one is kind of weird. We also have to see what kind of interaction our army has with enemy outposts. Because this could be just provides garrison 3. They actually have an outpost here. I'm gonna go for these guys to west, this province of Piramsis province. Makes sense. What does not saga mean? It's just it's a joke. Kinda what they call it, like I guess kinda like sarcasm. It's not saga historical game. Tongue-in-cheek, F4.
As your domain expands, so does the number of workers at your disposal. Put their skills to good use by building additional structures.
We got a first royal decree. +3 happiness.
Destined for greatness. Glory and fortune abound.
Zandri, Egyptian training post. We build a training post here. Produce resources because it has 2-foot buildings.
Blessed by the gods. Boundless ambition.
I barely played the Fallen Isis yet so far. I started yesterday, played 5 hours. Just went over the stuff. It's really too early to say anything.
Well, what can I do for you?
And you know, other than the obvious stuff, it's expensive and questionable play value. Declare war on Paramoon here. They haven't recruited really anything in this time.
Beyond compare. Chosen of Ra.
It's actually not constructed, it's actually building.
Ramesses the Bold. Hit them hard.
Okay, they're on the way here. So
My will is absolute.
what is this? I encamped. The Pharaoh headed war declaration.
I will listen, with my kingdom's prosperity
Yeah, we
in
lost
mind.
6 relations. Because it's their trade partner. Well, when you look at the map here, you got the entirety of Egypt, all the way down there to like Ethiopia lands. And looks like this whole border before Cyrenaica in the Roman times, and Anatolia. This looks like where Lydia was supposed to be. So they're mostly in the center and parts of Syria. So what I see here, Ethiopia, you see Egypt, you see literally this whole coast here, where Syria is, and over half the Turkey. I'm guessing they are Greek factions, but I'm not sure what they called Greeks of this time. They're not called Greeks, they're called something else. That was the kingdom here. I'm not sure if it was in these parts or a couple of hundred years later, a couple of centuries later. There's barely any Mesopotamia really here. The Egypt's conflicts are focused around Egypt, and mainly south of Egypt and north of Jerusalem area. That's it. I guess all the way where Antioch is, or was. You see this this areas here? This is for war. This is like a stars or whatever this is. So this area here is not accessible. I'm not sure, but I think Egypt did control this in these times across war. Maybe it's a part of a victory. Sidon and Byblos are on the map. This is the area from where the Carthaginian people come from. We have the victory objectives here.
The future of Egypt.
So we expect a retreat here.
Strike hard! Make headway!
I have other plans.
Greatness awaits. I am unstoppable. Destined for greatness. Witness, gods!
Nubian recruits. I guess they're a form of militia. Every faction will have some kind of militia unit, which is usually a more numerous cheap unit. But this looks like generally just militia stuff. This game is not selling. Like I said, Sia is a dark cloud right now. And it's also expensive. It was like 40 euros. Sure.
Your troops stand ready to serve, awaiting orders.
Not the only one auto is all want to see how the battlefields look like. The water looks pretty amazing in this game. Why is the half naked? It's ancient Egypt. People could not afford clothes or work. Most people, at least.
Remember your training.
This is
Do not lose
literally
focus.
warriors. Look at this.
Clubs.
Clothes were not really a thing, I think, for most people back then.
They have few archers.
Nubian bowman.
In Ra's name.
Got some club militia here. These guys were the locals. Not as numerous, but they have higher stats.
Let me hear their screams.
Wanna flank with this unit. It's not because the climate was hot, just they didn't have clothes. The sun will kill you if you walk naked without clothes in this climate.
Pharaoh commands, we succeed!
These are shock
Oh my
infantry.
god. Have you seen that shit?
How much does this cost extra player access? It didn't cost any extra, you just had to pre-purchase the game. Which is 60 euros. And doesn't look like a 60 euro game, in my opinion.
Forward to this.
Thanks, LARPA.
Swordsman. They must be getting.
Yeah, there was no way
nervous.
to mass produce clothes.
Egyptian javelineers.
So far, the atmosphere delivers.
Strength is power. For glory eternal.
There's something going on with the internet. Maybe just the Twitch servers. What's going on today on Twitch? There's something might be going on. So the current version of the game is 60 euros. There's a deluxe for 73 euros and Dynasty edition for 90 €1. And you can already see if you buy Dynasty, they plan 3 DLC and campaign pack DLC. My internet seems fine. I think it's a Twitch server.
I fought worse than these dogs.
I want to see this unit deliver a charge. Let's see if it's as strong as in Transbritannia. I'm expecting the same exact unit performance as in Transbritannia.
As commanded.
Foxmen! These fools do not stand a chance!
Our aim is true.
Await my signal!
The enemy hold the high ground. To rush in when they have such...
Keep pushing. Our numbers will overwhelm them.
This is weird that how fast this unit is.
Time to gain ground! Arrows ready!
Clubs.
Arrows away!
Sons of Egypt.
Clubs! To battle! Time to spill blood!
The gods chosen. Defend that position. Rocks away.
The combat is too fast, if you ask me. Too fast. 60 guys literally got killed in like 15 seconds.
Arrows away!
I fear nothing.
Sons of Egypt! Clubs! Get bashing!
Yeah. I can smell their fear.
No warrior can best me.
I never miss! Stay on guard!
That's just the next step from Ultra Shirwizard.
Sons of Egypt! Await my signal!
Casualties are happening way too fast. Should be at least 20% slower what it is right now.
Clubs. Glorious combat. Egypt's greatness prevails.
in triumph!
I haven't played Warhammer in like
War
7
is my
weeks.
calling.
Ekel Hellbrass, who that?
Clubs!
Looks like the general seems to be the last one to die.
They run from us!
My god. Have you seen that shit?
These guys would shoot like throwing axes.
Infantry moving!
Hey Spartan, we'll be playing Warhammer 3 soon. I'm actually missing it.
There is no hope!
We got also some things to do in Warhammer as well.
On the march!
So it does look like as the unit takes damage, their armor gets destroyed. It's an interesting thing. They get arm durability. This could be a thing why units are getting killed so fast.
To battle!
Release!
I think I started a noodle campaign. Fast is incredible. It's absolutely ridiculous. They seem to be performing the same as in Thrones Britannia. This type of unit. This type of unit in Warhammer would be like Slayers.
Victory was never in doubt!
Yeah, it's a weirdest thing with this infantry stuff. When did you wake up today, Shit Wizard? I got up 8 a.m. God damn. This ship schedule works for me. To compensate for lack of calorie? Yeah, I assume so. 7:30. Have you guys ever seen a wedge formation charging wedge formation infantry charging Thrones Britannia? It's one of the most ridiculous things I've seen in Total War. Maybe somebody posted it on YouTube. Thrones of Britannia wedge formation infantry charge. Thrones of Britannia wedge information. Yeah, there's nothing really specific to find. Maybe somebody can find it. This unit looks like same like from Thrones of Britannia. It's like it's an effective unit. One like 1 or 2 in the army. This unit does well, but it's a tier 4 unit. It should do well. One of their shooters escaped. They had what the heck? What? Somebody explain this to me. How does this unit deal 6,000 damage but cause no casualties? Well, this unit dealt 3,300 damage and caused 19 casualties? What the hell? Maybe these units were the ones that were destroying the armor. It's literally almost impossible to deal over 6,000 damage and kill a single infantryman. That's odd. Maybe they were breaking armor and shields. Maybe they were shooting general. Over 6,000 damage but on a single casualty. But still, as the volley connects top manager, a lot of the arrows usually kill at least a single guy. At least it worked like that in the past. This guy did 4,300 damage, but 1 kill. That's very, very odd. Yeah, our faction has excellent shooters. At least we've seen so far. Our general is a shooter as well. What do we do about them? This is what, 258 food, and we have room to replenish, right? Egypt is powerful and merciful.
Tell your peers to fear me.
There's a chance we might not have
My
permanent range
ambition is
now.
rewarded.
Sometimes
Destiny calls
lucky.
me, and I am compelled to answer.
Yeah, Hyenas is cancelled, and some other projects are cancelled as well that we don't know. So we've taken the North Sinai province, and now we are expanding into Pyram's province, but will piss off the current Pharaoh, I feel.
The future of Egypt.
Even if we didn't have the movement, our faction has this unique thing. We can attack in march stance. And these Medja units train quickly. I think that their training time is lower by 1 turn.
Egypt's finest. Witness, gods!
This is lower Egyptian axe conscripts. Wow, these guys have actually pretty good stats for a unit like this. This is a lower Egyptian militia. These guys have 55 armor as well. Yeah, this is the so far one of the weaker militias, but at least they do full AP damage. I rather like something like this with higher armor and better defense. Did they finally say how much money they spend on hyenas? I estimated like between 50 and 80 million. $90 million. Can you show the campaign order map? I will leave after this battle, okay?
Your forces are ready to storm the settlement. Study the enemy position well, for they may concentrate their defenses among the narrow
The
streets.
hell? Why is the advisor the current Pharaoh all of a sudden? Isn't that Pharaoh guy in the center of Egypt? the Mamba Jumba guy. Muktu Pakta, what the hell? What the... There's gotta be a bug.
Time to force them into battle.
No, no, it's the same voice guy, but he looks like the Pharaoh now.
Why don't they face us like men? Javelins ready! To bloodshed!
So far, the air has been very, very aggressive when they were under attack.
I love a good siege.
Not the usual behavior. These houses look way too nice for this period. Where is the Cloud District though?
They cannot keep us out!
Who's the boogeyman of this period? I mean, they were killing each other from both sides. Egypt to south, Egypt to north, then, you know, doing genocides on both sides. Who shown up out of nowhere and surprised from time to time?
They have few archers!
Maybe those sea people. If there's a chance.
We will drag them out of hiding! Ready to launch!
What year is this? It's like 1200 BC. I bet. Before Common Era.
For glory!
Always ready. I never miss.
To bloodshed! They're cornered like rats!
Carthage was founded in 8th century BC. I bet BCE. So in 400 years.
Destined for victory! I won't be stopped!
I am undefeatable!
Well, Phoenicians are all people.
Ramesses! The gods chosen! In Ra's name!
I don't like this speed. Holy shit, what is this range? Who did do that? What the hell?
Clubs!
They're actually shooting the best tune they can shoot.
Arrows away!
I am invincible!
Slingers have a crazy
No
range.
question!
Marching on! We need cover!
Prodigy of war!
These guys can shoot while moving. Does look like the armor goes down first. And then they start dying. That's a little bit strange.
Hero of destiny. Onwards! Clubs!
For glory eternal! Swordsman! Never back down! For Egypt! They're suffering!
For glory eternal! Can best me!
I have so many projectiles. Even these real troops have projectiles.
Onward!
Behold my greatness!
Slingers loose! Destroy them!
They're over there!
This guy's I guess lost the armor to the slingers.
The enemy leader is no more. Now make quick work of the rest.
These guys should not go in a direct confrontation with armor.
We are getting this! No! Spare us!
I don't like how the units
Always
move.
ready. Infantry moving!
I don't like how the units move. There's something very strange about it.
Marching on!
They're gonna need some more time to decide what it is.
Sons of Egypt!
With me!
Kill them all!
This would have been way better if there was actual blood.
Mercy!
Why does like every second unit has some range projectile?
Such fragile instruments of war!
Like what the hell is throwing axes?
Ours is the glory! I'm getting out of here!
Not the end of the world, it's like something is odd with the units moving.
Victory was never in doubt!
I would expect that the actual masses of men would last longer and grind it longer, but it's happening too fast. It feels
was
like it's
fated to
possible
win.
due to the range being overtuned again. Because everybody's shooting projectiles. Shit is just dying before any melee really happens. And when the melee happens, they're just one-shotting. That's not realistic. The rate of the casualty, that's far from realistic. Most people died after the battle, really. In battles like this, the real casualty happened when the enemy started routing, and the casualties only happened if the the people who were routing were getting chased. And that was not always the case, because they would the enemy could get surrounded then. That's when the real casualties happen. Then and after the battle, the infections and disease. When formation breaks and if they decide to go after them, that's when the real casualties happen. When they're clashing with each other, that's a minimal amount of casualties. Because this type of melee combat is extremely tiresome. And each man maybe has a couple killing blows in them. And then they're just all tired.
I have earned this city.
Discovered new
My ambition
gods.
is rewarded.
There are multiple accounts that people would just stop fighting and resume it the next day. I was reading about this battle that happened in ancient Greece between the Greeks and the Persians. Literally, the Greeks fought an entire day without taking a single casualty. Who knows how many people died after the battle was over, though? From cuts and infections later. I mean, that's definitely an extreme example for the game. This should definitely not be in a game, but this rate of casualty is way too high. We've been over this again and again and again. Warhammer 1, Warhammer 2, Warhammer 3. They changed these things every time. Like, the main change happened between Warhammer 1 and Warhammer 2. And how they did it? They lowered the base chance to hit and max chance to hit. And this adjusted to literally making the battles slightly longer. While higher quality troops would still kill faster. Like, in the Warhammer 1, if I'm not mistaken, the base chance to hit was 40%. And in Warhammer 2, they made it 35. I think the mean chance to hit was 10% and max was 95 in Warhammer 1. And they adjusted to 8 and 90 in Warhammer 2. And it was noticeable immediately. Even on the Legend difficulty, where they get those bizarre bonuses. But you can always take your units, make the units to even win the melee if you want it. But the rate of casualties happens way too fast here. You guys remember those couple days I played Rome 2? And you guys seen the Old Swan fight and the hoplites? You seen that rate of casualties even when they're surrounded? I think that is the right rate of casualties in a melee encounter. That should be taken as a base. The only way the casualties will happen faster if you focus with range units, or they get hit by like a stampede of I don't know, hundreds of men charging them, or cavalry or something. The way the Old Swan and the hoplites hold, that should be the rate of casualties in a historical war like this, when there's melee fighting with spears, swords, and axes and stuff like that. So what just happened? We discovered something. We're gonna item that buffs workforce. It's kind of like a growth item, I guess. You would... it's like, is it me or... the game just saved 3 minutes ago. I just see something. Maybe we missed it. You see this campaign customization? You would think in these options there will be something like this. There's so much customization here. Where's the customization to make the battles go longer? These settings might also have many armies of sea peoples each invasion wave spawns. So it looks like sea people are gonna be the invading force. There's some really good settings here, but where's one for the battles? You'd think they would have added one for lowering the chances to hit on the base. Iron Man is the legendary thing. There's a lot of options here. Why didn't they put the options for battles? I think this is the way to go. This is the way to go. At least we don't have to enforce some house rules. But they should add this to every Total War game. My favorite setting here is these two. Random faction starting positions and random faction personalities. If this works, even better, but this one here. Strange there is not a setting in the campaign customization for to make the battles go longer. Like such a basic thing. They always adjust the rate of casualties and the rate the speed of battles. It's almost like some kind of, I don't know. Bob and Steve are playing for a couple of hours in multiplayer and decide, yeah, that's the right there battle. Keep it there. So like some kind of multiplayer experience, and not really has anything with the campaign.
Destiny calls me, and I am compelled to answer. My army will be elite.
Lower Egyptian spear militia. Lower Egyptian militia. How their units had more armor than ours? Was there like a special thing on them? The slingers have a very big range, but they're gonna be really poor against armor. It's not the same, it's kind of a different unit.
Let the ranks swell.
(1823, 1719). I haven't even seen any large units yet. This unit has ranged weapon as well. What the hell, man? What's up with this, like, half the units having ranged weapons? I haven't seen anything large yet. Maybe we should get a couple of spears just in case.
I summon the elite. Become part of my legend.
It's another province, so we don't have access to what's here. Or where did they carry it? They don't have pockets. They don't have. Where did they carry this shit? They literally wear loincloths and hats. Show the armor map, yeah. This is the Egypt area. The upper and southern Egypt. This area here as well. And you got the Anatolia part here. I like how the campaign map looks like. There's Cyprus here as well. It's also a thing. We can see parts of the map, but I don't think they're accessible. Cleopatra will have the same build as the ancient Warhammer 3. There's no Cleopatra for another 1200 years. Cleopatra lived during the Hellenic period, when the Greeks ruled this world.
Blessed by the gods.
I guess at this point we start recruiting another army. Recruit general. This one has one of fortitude.
My name will be legend. Bolster the garrison.
Pinhuni. Can they name the general? No?
All will remember me.
The way he speaks is almost like he's Greek and not Egyptian. Legend, all will remember me.
Legacy is everything.
These guys have pretty impressive stats for a militia.
Every soldier counts. Strength is all that matters.
So we started planning our food, but we're gonna get more troops. We don't know what they expect from the game.
The future of Egypt. Fate favors me.
The fort hasn't been built yet. There's another port here. It does look like the whole place get messed up when we occupy it. There'll be definitely no lack of food. There's stone here, then we just get another settlement that we get in timber, I guess, to the south. This is also Egyptian territory. There's a guy here.
What kind of arrangement do you have in mind?
It's like they're not recruiting anything. Just waiting to be conquered. We'll kill these guys and be friendly with Pharaoh guy.
A wise ruler is always open to diplomacy.
I wonder if we can just straight declare war on us. We lost 8 points here since the starting one. Look at this. This is back. We released the prisoners and we actually affect diplomacy again. This used to be a thing. It's back again. It even worked in Warhammer 1, but after it stopped working at some point. I guess they didn't like when you were killing prisoners of chaos. They just make trivial diplomacy. But best was to ransom them for money, and then everybody hates you. Like the early version of Warhammer 1 had literally Age of Peace, and nobody would fight at that point. And then they just reversed it to be the opposite way. It's gonna give us 25 bronze per turn. Age of Peace, Kappa. Hey there, bro. Good morning. There's some weird issue with the server today. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's not from on my side. I think it's a Twitch server side. I mean, there's a chance if I connect another server, it's gonna work better, but they usually pick the optimal connection. So if this is optimal, the rest might be worse. It's constantly just going up and down. Yeah, well, we'll leave it like this and hope for the best. Hope it just goes away. $16 per year, looks like it, yeah. So we got our first roll decree, which gave us +3 happiness. Kinda interesting, there's a technology here immediately, or decree that buffs gold faction-wide, but literally have no source of gold. Same for the stone. I guess the food one does matter. I play this for what, 60 turns?
Destiny bound.
I will carve out a legacy.
So 60 turns, 60 hours. It's longer than the nearly actors of the lasting thingy. And they said you just gotta have a stone. No, it's food. It's port. This one is stone. You can see these icons here.
I am unstoppable.
He is unstoppable. This is an entire army gets 3 defense, and the troops we recruited all they have higher defense. It also gives replenishment. Replenishment is a safe bet always, if you ask me. Downtime sucks, especially on hard difficulty. The entire army gets defense. I'm gonna have better stamina than the enemy. What is this supposed to be? Like a ram? Is it like a... This is supposed to be some represents like animals. The entire army gets 8 defense, all the Magi units. So we can get a lot of defense on this army. Especially with the temples providing defense on recruitment. There's actually massive defense buffs on the roll decrees. Influence useless in this part. Should do farm. Seems like a lot. Must be a Nile thing. Give me a fulcrum and a place to stand, and I will raise the Nile to the heavens. So it's a Nile thing. It's a lot of food. Yeah, people want me to rename Sukkot to Zandri. Well, what can I say? It's a famous city from the real world. We need to have it in every fantasy game. Wonder where the hell we can see this sea here, but not this one here. So outpost-wise, per moon can have 3. 1, 2, 3. This the shrines seem cheap. We run out of stone. We keep going like this.
Destined for greatness.
We'll get stone in this place, and then we are gonna have to look for. Haven't seen any timber yet. I guess we can just get timber where we can in the cities. This spell has lumber. Who are these people even?
Ramses! Canaan remembers!
Wasn't me. That was the other Ramses. Okay.
Ramesses the Bold.
I am unmatched.
Enemy has become a vassal. So much about getting stone, huh? Choose an ambition. This ambition might be like missions. Choose an ambition to see benefits such as resources, units, and victory points upon completion. As you complete a banner or fail ambition, new ones will appear for you to choose from. "25 units. This one is gonna happen. There's a barter agreement, and there is a conquer a region that produces food. 300 gold is worth a lot. Mutual benefit.
Foresight is the mark of a great ruler. Choose your priorities, and you can continually build on your strengths. The Nile runs through many lands. Each of them is greatly affected by its ebb and flow as seasons come and go. They affect both the quality of the harvest and the bounty of your fishermen.
This kind of sucks that these guys became a vassal immediately. Pretty shitty for us. I guess this is why you attacked the stone settlement first.
I cannot imagine what you hope to achieve here.
Pretty sucky. We should have attacked the stone settlement first, then, you know, in hindsight.
Boundless ambition.
Food 100% from Shadow Farm, so this is one I'm gonna make a lot of food during this time. Hey, Devon. Let's try to find out the agreement. Where do we see even the list of these ambitions thing is?
Egypt's glory.
Ah, it's here. Yeah, we need a barter agreement with any faction. Yeah, the Nile looks like can be really rich in food, which means massive armies. I mean, that makes sense.
To rule is to be strong.
Immediately turn him in a vassal then, before we got the stone. Let's try to get some stone from somebody.
Burning for battle. Such welcome is more than I would offer most.
What was that, like 300 gold? Can give this over 5 turns though. It's more like something like this. $63, 4, 5. What is the button to just auto it? The technology was lost of Warhammer 3, huh? There's gonna be a lot of stone, right? So for 5 turns, we'll be giving them 60 gold for 375 stone per turn. And there's a check mark here. They prefer gold and not interested in stone. So this tells us that this, you know, will go through.
It will be done.
It will be done. Now we are bartering with Seti here. And we complete a mission where we gain 2,000 food and 300 gold. And this 300 gold we just barter to Seti. So first ambition complete. This will restock our stone, because we can't capture the stone settlement here. This guy become the vassal of the Pharaoh. It sucks.
Do you desire aid from the mighty warriors of Egypt?
I guess we still go after these guys.
Chosen of Ra.
This city does look like have way more stuff though.
Blessed by the gods. The future of Egypt.
It's 60 per turn for 5 turns.
Forging my
The
fate.
future of Tamriel. Is this walled settlement or what? I guess this army is in the fort there.
Greatness awaits. With me, men.
You got 7-7 plus the garrison there.
Eager to fight.
Egypt's finest.
1825, so we quite outnumbered.
For Pharaoh's glory.
Beyond compare.
This guy is recruiting. What is in the garrison? There are 3 generals here and a bunch of low-tier infantry.
Destiny bound.
If this go bad, we lose literally 8 turns of recruitment.
I fight for Egypt. Warrior of Egypt. eager to fight.
These guys have a decent stats. These guys here. The settlement has been invested.
For Pharaoh's glory.
Maybe it doesn't go our way against the garrison. With this army we could always retreat.
Fate favors me.
Let us talk then. I am sure there is much to say.
Destined for greatness.
My path is my own.
Forging my fate. Hit them hard.
The foe has amassed a great force. A tactical withdrawal may be wise.
Tactical withdrawal may be wise. Five slingers. I didn't even notice there were slingers. I thought they were archers. 210 range, guys. This guy's really solid on the stats. The garrison is, I think, is too much for us. Prediction retreat. Let's see what happens on the battlefield. Probably just gonna retreat here. We don't have enough guys to fight this. It's not just they have more units. Their units have a lot of health and armor. We'll see
The enemy may hide among the trees just as successfully as you.
how fast the guys
Approach
enter the
forests
field.
with care, and do not let your troops be lured in.
If their reinforcements don't come on time, the city's here, and they come from here.
They would not find us here.
If we can get this army and mess them up before the reinforcements, might be fine. But it's gonna be, I feel like, awkward retreat. I guess worst case scenario, we just cripple the campaign by losing the army. Play safe or cripple the campaign.
Hero of destiny.
They immediately enter the battlefield.
We don't have enough slingers.
Warrior of fate.
March on! Stand firm!
Stay close. Draw them out. Let's march.
I'm not sure we can actually do anything here.
Move as one.
They just have too many. The garrison is on the level of our army and they have 3 generals.
They can fire on us here!
Looks like a solid battle, but like I said, we'll just cripple the campaign if we lose here. And it looks like a loss. Just at least know that the reinforcements are instant.
I bet they're shaking with fear.
If all these guys were major troops, I might have been fine. They have 3 generals.
Push forward before they fire on us!
The risk to cripple the campaign is way too high. We can only recruit 2 units per turn.
But I always win.
Not this time.
I won't lose again.
I shall not stray.
This guy got rank 2 immediately from this.
Destiny calls me, and I am compelled to answer.
So we lost the remaining movement.
Destiny bound.
Lost the initiative and lost the remaining movement. That army could have moved from the city we could have attacked, but I don't think we can attack the city immediately because it has walls.
My name will be legend.
This guy's getting vassal just pisses me off. Oh man. Denied us stone and denied us the clearance here. Should not even trespass here because those guys are gonna get mad.
For the Empire. My blade is keen. Only the best will stand beside me.
We can recruit 2 units per turn.
These men will fight for my cause.
Let's get the major troops here. And the enemy is currently
My
at
path
7.
is
Let's
my
see
own.
how many can enemy recruit.
I heed only destiny.
Those guys had like an army of 6 units. These guys have army of 2 armies of 7 units each.
Forging my fate.
For workforce. This is where we get bronze. Road is quite poor here, and the happiness is quite poor here. Currently the commandment is messing it, but we need to recruit troops. These core buildings don't increase happiness on the small settlements, but the province capital does increase it. Guys, is this me or it says we have 4 workforce? One, two, three, 4. But it says 3 units. The first one is 0. The first one, it's not a unit, it's just meaning it would be 0. So it goes 0 to 8. This could be also traded, right? Let's get our, this is a bronze thing, let's get our bronze thing up. Happiness -9. Provincial instability and taxes. We lost the element of surprise on this faction, and we lost stone in this place. That's a setback. Not always you snowball, right? Until somebody else attacks you while this happens. I lost the healer from the bell. So when you get defeated, you still lose stuff like this.
Fate favors me.
But healer only works if you get wounded. So in this game, that takes like in Warhammer 2 and before, 1 turn to transition items.
Every so often, the Supreme Ruler makes their way across the domain to levy taxes and ensure that administrative duties are strictly adhered to. This, my lord, is Shemsu Hor. It is also the time when court positions are in flux, allowing new roles to be apportioned.
Shemsu Hor, as the cycle turns again upon your land, the royal court convenes once more in the eyes of the gods. That's the last turn in the year. On this Shemsu Hor, the following features have been unlocked: pillars of civilization, the state of the world, and the prosperity of major cult centers.
The gods must be in
Local
fine
deities
spirits.
harness the various beliefs and credos of the gods. Commands, unique actions your faction leader can take when the situation demands it. Next Shemsu Hor, the following features will be unlocked: royal traditions. Choose your path to rule an emperor, that of Egypt or Hatti. Court, the political heart of a chosen empire. Ancient legacy, gain access to a unique feature by embracing the legacy of a legendary predecessor. Power of crown, acquire legitimacy and fight for the throne. Wield its royal powers once the crown rests on your brow. Local deities are enabled and commands on the other side.
Choose wisely which gods to worship. Their blessings could assist you in achieving your goals.
Only a limited number of deities can be worshipped at once, but substituting some of the others is allowed. Worshipped gods can be replaced at a later stage with any of the other already discovered ones. Building shrines and temples will increase favor towards your worship deities. Only God's Cult Center provides additional benefits to deities when temple available only in the Cult Center settlement. So this is where the favor goes. From deities you have discovered, you can choose up to 3 to worship. Worship deities grant access to their shrines and temples, and also armies can pray and devote themselves to them. So we can devote a general to Ra. I can switch them to other gods. Devote a general. Devoting your general to this god will grant their army special devote to the general effects. Once you confirm this choice, your army can say devote only to this god until it perishes. Why not?
I will bear your blessings to battle. Boundless ambition.
The general's devote to god Ra. That's the only one we have. There's an army upkeep and army value. I like there is actually army value here as well. Pillars of civilization. When well-developed, the cult center settlements function as pillars of civilization. Pillars of civilization destroyed, the civilization state may shift towards collapse. The civilization state can shift only once every few turns and only at the beginning of the turn. We are in the age of prosperity here, huh? Those civilizations are maintained by cult center settlements throughout the world. If those settlements are underdeveloped or ruined, invaders are emboldened and disaster must strike. Chains of blessing occurring 25%, chains of disaster occurring 5%. We are just at the start of prosperity. I guess this is the entire Egyptian civilization, not just our faction. You get 100% more movement at sea. These guys get immune to desert. So AI recruits 6 units per turn, while the player can recruit 2.
The whole world basks in Egypt's glory.
Nice.
I will not bow.
6 units, meanwhile the player can recruit 2. This is actually worse than I thought it would be. They recruit 3 times more than the player. Due to difficulty. Maybe this place has a special thing. Okay, they got +1, so that's different. So
I shall not stray.
they got, I guess, 3 additional slots from Legendary.
Warrior of Egypt.
It's only bad because we lost the initiative here. Now we're gonna be eyeballing each other.
Move out. Strength is all that matters. We will gather strength.
Greatness awaits.
We can attack this place, they have too many units and they have walled city. Probably can't even attack in the same turn.
Ramesses the
We
Bold.
could hide the army, but then we lose the chance to recruit 2 more units, so they're recruiting another 6 units. They're all ready to attack this turn with this many units.
I heed only destiny. I will not bow.
So does this mean this unit will, this army will have 19 units next turn?
Beyond compare.
I shall not stray.
I am unstoppable. Chosen of Ra. Destined for greatness.
What are we gonna do here if they get another 6 units?
Blessed by the gods.
This guy just get automatically added because of the command thingy.
My army will be elite.
One charge, 1 bowman.
This is your chance for glory.
Don't see the attack interval thing. These guys have 39 morale.
I summon the elite.
Coming here with another 7
Legacy is everything.
Wonder if this unit stay here permanently or just during this turn. Oh, well, we're capturing the city next. Now this one become vassal of the Pharaoh, so we can't get stone here, but we can still take this place. This is all food here, no stone. I guess we could all just trade for stone. This looks like a lot of food here.
We will achieve greatness together, Ramesses.
We'll also attack this guy next. That's a lot of food negative per turn though, because we create a lot of units, I guess.
For glory!
My path is my own.
I guess the air will not have the same problem.
I heed only destiny.
We want to get more bronze here, I guess we could maybe trade it. Let's place those upgrades on tier 3. Same here. I guess not much here on tier 4. This is like a bizarre thing. Why would you get build this one? Look at all this resource just to get 10 more wood per turn. I guess if you're desperate to get more wood. The base one is 30 and then you have to literally pay this to get another 10. The 30 to 40 from tier 1 to tier 3 feels off. I guess if there's no other source of wood, you have no other option. What outputs do? A variety of things. Variety of things. We got military, administrative, economic, and religious outposts, and each one has a different thing. You can also visit them to get some bonuses and start some movement. Nickel is the one that will produce bronze. Port is here, which doesn't look like it's gonna be important anymore. So if you cancel, you get 6% back. Yeah, the AI is recruiting a lot, and you just make one setback and I think you're gonna get jumped. For the player, it seems like it's gonna be way too long to recover regarding the recruitment compared to what the AI does. You gotta be careful.
Son of Canaan! Go on, make your offer.
These guys are at war with somebody. It was going well until this guy's turned to vassal and this didn't go our way. Now we might need to invest some resource to get ahead again.
Consider any diplomatic proposal well. Does it serve your goals? Do you wish to negotiate further, or just send them on their way?
So they all of a sudden want stone, huh? Is this fair? Isn't this faction that actually sold a sort of stone? But they preferred timber, but they're offering food for stone. This would give us one more turn of our current food loss, huh? We got great power, -5. Civilization prospers. We have been blessed. Our land and people are thriving in the provinces of Upper Egypt. Growth has increased. Plus 50 workforce growth for 4 turns.
Egypt truly is the peak of civilization. All for Egypt!
The future of Egypt.
Never surrender!
Well, I'm gonna try to get a
Ramesses
battle
the
outside
boy.
here, but this guy's gonna be either going around or just dogpiling that city.
They won't even see us.
Moving on!
Let's try with the ambush here. It's kind of crazy they recruit 12 units in 2 turns while you can only recruit 4.
Patience is sometimes necessary.
Chosen of Ra.
They retain ambush over there.
I fight for Egypt! We will move on after rest.
We're gonna lose all our food in this conflict from the looks of it. Where does this garrison come from? It didn't say a fort would have a garrison, but I guess he just adds 1 garrison. Can we look what it is?
Egypt's finest.
We gotta visit the shrine to get some buff from this. It does look like it's a stronger buff. We give about 4 tons of food here with this military. We'll save this workforce here and see what we're gonna do with it next time.
You have shown excellent tactical foresight.
They're sent some small army here and they got
Reinforcements stand
ambushed.
by to aid you in the coming battle.
So this is what we get from Ra's army. 12% attack and 8% damage in melee infantry. We'll auto resolve in this case and hope they'll die. All dead. Looks like replenishment full will happen. How to resolve these javelins guys did most of the killing. They're also the highest tier units we have. This will be fully replenished starting next turn anyway, so we'll just Egypt is powerful and merciful for food. We're losing a lot of food as a large army.
My ambition is rewarded.
The ambush did give us an advantage there. The next ambition is something that's much more difficult to do in our current situation. We won't be able to do any of this. I guess we can upgrade the wood. We lost the chance for this settlement. This is unrealistic. We cannot just upgrade a wood building.
Order is earned through strife. But as long as strife reigns, so does chaos. As our great cities become fractured and fragile, so do our lands. May the gods preserve what we have built.
I will carve out a legacy.
The garrison is getting larger now, but we have more troops.
I will not bow.
Egypt's glory.
This seems like fine for a large battle, right?
Surround the city!
They even have troops from the outpost with another general, so they got 3 generals again. So this is a walled city. Battering ram, wall sapping, siege tower, siege ladder. We got 125 labor force. I have quite ridiculous units considering the whole city. But like I said, we lost our initiative when we attacked them and didn't win on the same turn. I don't think this is going to be a siege. This is going to be a field battle.
They must surrender.
I serve Egypt. All will remember me.
Is this like a wall thing as well?
Warrior of Egypt.
Hit them hard.
I fight for Egypt. I will carve out a legacy.
Outpost capture, do nothing. Sack, raise.
On my lead.
So troops are coming from this one.
I shall not stray.
Lots of slingers.
All will remember me.
To glorious battle.
Fate beckons. My army will be unstoppable.
We can stay here for long. 3 generals, we have 2 generals.
I am unmatched.
I feel like at this point we have a slightly higher unit quality. 27 units against 31 units. Well, they're gonna be looks like good for a big battle. We'll take our chances with it. I don't think we're gonna attack the city though. We'll try to get more food if they don't sell it out. I'm not even sure they're gonna be taking attrition.
Take them down!
5 turns before they take attrition. We gotta get some food.
Burning for battle.
To rule is to be strong.
This one was minus 31 in the end. They actually like that we are fighting P. Ramses. Just go with 150. The gold has some value because of small amounts. This will sort our food situation for a bit, please. Okay, food is looking good for a bit now. We'll try to get more of this bronze thing and maybe try to trade that. Changed it like 2 turns ago.
For the gods!
For the gods! Lower up here. And defense for bodyguards. It's kind of better for this guy because he's fighting with spears. What is did it change the bodyguard as well? I guess put him in medium. Sash increase the order size. It'd be cool. There was like a literally another like inventory where you can actually see the list of all the items. We had 1 follower gain, but we lost it due to that retreat. Looks like Ra has changed the name to Thy God. His army is kind of expensive. This one doesn't do much anymore. It's the main bonus are like in the first 5 points, unless we just want to go for the bonus up here. Just load us some upkeep here. Okay, resource situation is looking good, but this is gonna be tough not to crack, since the still is inexperienced. And we missed our chance to get stone here because this guy got turned into a vassal. And this place is all food. I guess we could trade food for stone. As long as nobody attacks us randomly from the other side, I think we're looking good here. Like these guys, for example. It actually tells you how much you need for it to actually consider a gift. So if you give them 18, it's considered a gift. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 factions on the other side that could attack us at any point. Let's see how much we get as this as a gift. We got 1 point. I guess it was 5 times, might have been 5 points. We're actually losing quite a bit of bronze per turn. We'll be able to upgrade the bronze stuff next turn. And we need to upgrade one of these things for the ambition, right? How long does this last? 10 turns? 10 turns. I really don't want to do it in the capital. We definitely gonna be able to keep this building in the capital. Zandri, sure, we'll keep it in Zandri. There's a limited timber here. See what happens here. Maybe they sell it out. They're offering us food for stone. Doesn't seem like a lot of food though. This guy's a strength rank 3. This at least seems like 9 turns of no war. They have no enemies right now. It does look like the shit can hit the fan here on this side on the east. And who'll be fighting here? Egyptians to grab land. I feel like this area here and here is good for grabbing. At least it looks like that to me. But everybody's all running out of stone. Meshwish. Are these guys hostile to these guys as well? So they didn't sell you out.
I fight for Egypt!
These guys got saved by the Pharaoh. They made him a vassal.
All will remember me.
They also war with Ramses. Was it your order for, I don't know, maybe.
My word is the highest law.
So these guys went to war with the Ramses. Who's the king at the moment? Pharaoh, this guy. Meneptah. He vassalized one of our enemies and denied us province.
The wrath of Egypt. All are merely puppets. Ready to spill blood.
Warrior of Egypt.
I have a feeling it's gonna be another one of those things.
I speak, others listen.
These guys are on the other side of these guys. Strength rank 5. No enemies. Ashkelon.
I fight for my brothers.
Yeah. Let's take a short break here before we see what we're gonna do here, but I feel like we're just
I'll
gonna
find
surround
a
the
way
city.
to prove myself.
This seems like way too many troops. In a bit, boys.
Strike hard.
We're back, boys. Sorry for the wait.
We have crafted order from chaos.
In 4 turns, they will lose supplies.
Witness, gods.
They're not gonna be taking any attritional then.
Keep them surrounded.
Keep them surrounded. The resources should hold here. The bronze is looking low for the future. 5 workforce. This place needs 5 idle workforce. I currently have 4. I guess we'll wait one more turn for this. This one seems like a lot of resources to ignore. Bronze Workers District.
The gods must be in fine spirits.
All this investment in construction will make sense until somebody attacks us.
All for Egypt!
See exactly what this
Glorious
is.
combat! To the wall!
This is actually walled settlement as well. The hail. Without the result, it favors the walls quite a bit.
Not this time! Warrior of Egypt! Push on!
Keep the siege here. There's a lot of units here. Maybe these guys get close, they'll reinforce us. Or maybe they'll attack the fort. This place is nothing until tier 3, so probably better to invest in tier 3 here. And hope for the best on the other sides. No, they didn't go for the fort. Find a source of stone. We were supposed to get this one until they got vassalized.
Civilized times.
Melee defense and crew +1, workforce growth +5. And that's when they pray. Wow, this can actually go up to melee defense 3 on recruitment. So you get 4 outposts in the province, you get +12 defense on the new recruit infantry. General gets a lot of attack and damage, and when you pray, you get a lot of morale and missile resistance. So we have discovered them in different regions of the world. Got the food buff here. The next one will be diplomatic edge +5 with all factions. Hopefully avoids random wars. So you can totally skip this one for now. A round of bronze the way this goes. This might be a bug that this building is placed here, but maybe for the costs. There's a lot of bronze for this, really. So, yeah, this will be useful for trade. We recruit a lot of those units that require bronze, so this might just cut the losses. There's 3 different buildings for bronze here. This place could use the trading thing as well. I'll remove the way station to get the trading post. Well, we hit a little bit of a snag or a wall here. With these guys here, and the Pharaoh denied us this city.
We must always protect the mad.
Guys,
I fight for Egypt. Set up camp.
We're gonna keep this one besieged for now, because that many units behind a wall, it looks like a suicide. Pharaoh has is in the heart of the Egypt here, and Looks like straight war with him is out of question right now. Like an open war. The set guy has been doing great. So currently just making timber, but this will expire with that event going down. Yeah, it looks like in the beginning of the game, missing one of those resource elements could definitely create a big handicap for a while. Like missing the stone from this one. Ideally capturing this one and getting stone and getting this one down with their pens down.
Holy shit! What the hell?
Hey Cobra, thanks. Fertility in Sinai. The process of civilization thing. So it's just growth. So at this stage of the game, Egypt prospers because everything's developed. So the next one might actually have a higher criteria for this. Where was this? Here. Neckel trade building. They have supplies for 2 more turns. Upgrading this does put us gets production from only some, but in this region, not the entire province. This one to tier 3 first and get these builds tier 3. And this one is what? 7 turns? 3 turns and 3 turns, 6 turns. So we have to start building it.
Egypt truly is the peak of civilization.
I guess we're gonna have to upgrade the one in the capital after all. The 1000 wood, not to be ignored. Offering 1900 food for 600 bronze. We're gonna run out of bronze, we can't do this.
The struggle for the throne begins. Choose to follow either path to become Pharaoh or Hittite Great King.
This is the royal traditions things. So this was the second Shemsuhor. Power of the Crown. The Supreme Ruler wields the power of the Crown, which gives them the privilege of royal powers. However, should legitimacy be lost, pretenders may rise to challenge the throne and restore the divine order, the way they see it. We can actually go for them as well, but we have to own one of their sacred lands. This is where you can see the map clearly. Become part of Egyptian oral traditions, serve the Pharaoh or claim the throne to restore Mat in the lands of Kemet. Egyptian royal tradition. Egyptian legitimacy. In order legitimacy to bolster your claim to the throne. So this is through legitimacy, controlling sacred lands, owning monuments, obtaining victories. Power of the crown. Challenge the throne to claim the crown of Egypt. Huh. Challenge the throne. This seems like through war. Unlock the royal powers with your legitimacy. Dispatch qualified taskmasters and quarry workers to province success in all construction work. Allows constructing buildings directly up to the maximum level in all settlements and outposts in a province and reduce construction time by 2 turns, so minimum 1. Repairs all damaged buildings in the province. So some kind of royal powers. Forced annexation. Force a faction with a limited amount of regions to be annexed. Its territories become yours and the next faction ceases to exist. A faction with up to 3 regions can be annexed. Every 15 turns. This is every 6 turns. Have an entire family still get to a province of your choosing. This will increase the province's population, therefore its idle workforce. You gain 4 points of idle workforce in a province of your choice. 6 stamina cooldown. Use your authority to insinuate your own generals in key court positions. You can fill 5 or 5 positions in the court. This one shows what we get, this one shows what we get, but what do we get here? How do you change general bodyguard type? Changing their equipment. As you change their equipment, their bodyguards change. We get 4 skill points here. Seems like a lot of fun stuff here. Enter the court to seize positions of power. Pharaoh, High Priest of Amun, Vizier, Treasurer, First Commander, Viceroy of Kush. Looks like a lot of fun stuff. This one, like, what the hell does this one do? Ancient Legacies. Embrace a legacy and shape your destiny. You choose one of the following ancient legacies. Revive the Aten and subdue all other fate under all the encompassing grace of the sun. Send your caravans to distant lands and grow the wealth of your empire. These are basically the people from the past. What's the name of that Egyptian leader from the Civilization 6? Was it Cleopatra or was the other girl? Was it one of those before Cleopatra got erased from the history by the patriarchy? How the hell did they even know she existed then? This one, the Hatshepsut, this one here. This is a woman, right? Wasn't this one the one that got erased from the history? But somehow they didn't erase everything, even back then. Goddamn, somebody forgot to empty that recycle bin on that janitor's computer. This one is for the other ones. I guess this all gets unlocked. You don't get to pick one. Egyptian oral tradition. That's the bonus corner, I think. So this is now the powder crown window. We got 20 legitimacy. This guy have 2 vassals and what, 6-9 legitimacy. I guess these are all the Egyptian factions. But he gets slowed down when he vassalized that stone settlement. This roll powers do seem like a lot of fun. They go all the way to tier 4. And these are the crowns. You know the court and the ancient legacy.
Within the court,
Shamsuhor begins.
Pharaoh rules supreme.
Let us see which way
But the
wind
members each
blows.
have important functions to fulfill. Positions can be occupied only by faction leaders or those that serve the Pharaoh directly. If anyone dies in battle, their place in the court is vacated. Many desire to gain courtly recognition. That privilege, however, is earned only by a chosen few. With cunning and intrigue, you can find yourself in the upper echelons of government power.
Okay. This guy's a Pharaoh. Available court actions too. Was it the Senate our faction has one more, right? 2 court actions per turn. This game seems like this game had a lot of depth. Well, they have to do it in a historical total war. The campaign has to have depth. Otherwise, why play it over Warhammer? Choose an ancient legacy to follow. Each provides different boons as you follow in the footsteps of the great leaders of the past. This choice will mark your rule and cannot be changed once selected. It was Hatshepsut. I think that was the one that ruled because ruled as the pharaoh or the king because the successor was too young to rule. And when when he came of age, she was literally they tried to remove her everything she did from history, something like that, just because she was a woman. So we get this guy here, the heretic, with his Aten, and we get Khufu to build with the monuments. This sounds like a headache. Might create another culture, right? Read more. Revive the Aten and subdue all other fate under the all-encompassing rays of the sun. Establish the Aten, a single deity build of any two gods. Are they gonna merge the bonuses of two? All your shrines, temples, and devoted generals will be converted to Aten. Gain favor with Aten to unlock more effects from other gods. Pick 1 to 3 effects once you reach a new level of favor. Take the benefit of Akhenaten and build its greatest pillar of civilization. I don't know, man. It's like it feels like the other Egyptians are not like this. It's like this is awfully something like a religious reform here. We go from polytheism to monotheism. Is it okay? It is okay. I don't know why would you do such a thing in our current state of the realm. We're literally dealing with a minor faction, we can't even attack their city. And we are leaking resources. This sounds like a bad thing. Khufu Builder says the wonders can be built only at unique outpost sites. Construction is separated in stages and starts with foundation. Protect your wonders by hiding a garrison as soon as construction starts. Prepare to defend them at all times. Other factions will try to attack them. What is this? Age of Empires now? To speed up construction, use province supply and experts. Once complete, wonders will empower all of Egypt and increase their legitimacy. Both of this feels like there's gonna add complications. Weren't there 4 of them? Why do we only ask about these 2? I don't know, they both look like additional complications, and we're already in a position where we are... it's tight, but it's going well.
My dynasty will be eternal.
Who are we going to plot against? You can interact with court positions to set in motion plots to gain legitimacy, perform rigs to gain regard, or spend it making requests for a variety of effects. Every chance to hold a vacant position can be either occupied or assigned by the Pharaoh. Our faction's special thing is we have 2 of this per turn. And we don't even have the gold to occupy stuff like this. High Priest of Moon says lower costs on shrines and temples, visit sacred Egyptian lands with temples for gold, more favored worship deities, especially a moon. Once per year, extra court actions. This is the Vizier position. Sacred lands to gain resources. The Treasurer. We only have way too many units as it is. So if you are the Viceroy of Kush, we get income of gold. I like gold. Viceroy of Kush. Kush are those guys in Rome 2, they're just murdering everybody because they didn't balance it well. Doesn't say how much, but it's income. And the units are good, but we can't afford anything right now. Click to view intrigues.
In politics, prepare to get your hands dirty in more than one way. Spin devious intrigues or vicious plots to increase your regard with courtiers, or do them subtle harm.
Can you believe all these games like Troy and this now, this new saga game, Pharaoh? Get all this shit here, and the Rome 2 is a little in ruins. Where do we see this regard thing? Is it this? Regard thing 0? So if we do the gossip as our court action, get 20 regard. Reveal a single plot they have started or a single plot that targets them, if any. Well, this can be avoided, Captain Moron. It just requires a lot of effort. Or you don't play on legendary. It will not happen if you don't play on legendary. I find it bizarre that even the smaller kingdoms like Sparta still have factions that just make things worse for you. I mean, it makes sense.
Courtesy is befitting of our sophisticated people.
That was intrigue. If we pay him 300 gold and 1 court, we get 100 guard. But we need gold. We can't pay 300 here. Like, what the hell this costs, man? 300? We need 300. We can't pay 300. So this is it, boys. This is where we get money. So with request, we use regard to ask for things. Kushite mercenaries. Gain access to the pool of native Kushite units available to the Viceroy of Kush until Shemsuhor at the end of this year. And we can reap benefits from the mines. I think that area is actually rich with gold. That's why they have the gold here down there. I do remember gold mines there in Rome too. And the gold mines are pretty rare on the map. There were literally like 4 or 5 regions in the entire world. So with 60 regard, we get 200 gold. And we have to still spend an action. Whisper, whisper, whisper this. So every 2 turns. I'm surprised I got early access to this game. Well, I just gave 60 euro to Steam and they gave me early access. They're selling early access these days. How's the game so far? It's okay so far. Still early, we're playing very slow, just checking everything, but solid 7 on 10 so far. It's closer to 8 than 7. 7.5. This resource system seems like add something to the game, and the game works a little bit in a different way. It feels like there's more campaign depth because of it. The real flagship title. But they don't have High King here, Hirschild Wizard or Helman Gorst. I wouldn't really buy this game for 60 euros if you have something else to play. Buy it only if you really want something new. There are mods for that. You're saying that somebody gonna make a mod where they put High King in a historical total war? No way. So this is gold and unit request. Let's see what the others one have. So these ones look all the same. This one is slightly different in values. From the first commander we can request elite warriors. And we can do army wages. Ensure that a single unit category will have its recruitment cost reduced by 25%. This effect activates after the current Shamsu Hor and lasts a year. Is it hot? Find my harem. We got an army of boners and we can't find our harem. So it's these things can fail. RNG, huh? I guess this is where the heroes are. Is your CPU hot? This game doesn't even use CPU from the looks of it, Shield Wizard. My CPU is at like 24%. We have that weird thing going on in battles where the units And doesn't look very good quality, like from a distance, because it's zoomed out. So the performance in the battle is also very good. Until you zoom in, then it starts dropping FPS. What can you request from Treasurer? Ensure the single building category will cost it reduced 25%. Okay. First command and treasure regarding these things. Piety. Favor 160 with all worship gods. Assassinate. What? Gain a free use of the assassinate plot until the end of turn. So Vizier can grant us an assassinate to kill on these people. Can we get assassinate from the Vizier and then assassinate the Vizier? I guess Vizier is kind of like the CIA of Egypt. But there are no planes here. I guess it's gonna be a boat accident. That Pharaoh nearly killed himself on a piece of grape in the video. So what can we do with the Pharaoh here? Improve all your active plots by 2 levels each. Says the success chance of one of your trading plots to 100%. We can strong arm the Pharaoh. What the hell? That shit makes no sense. This guy is the Pharaoh right now. The Merneptah. I'm not gonna buy this game, but I like that someone on Reddit said this game makes Warhammer title looks like it was for 5-year-old kids. Uh-huh. Because, you know, kids are into fantasy and elves and dwarves, while we grown-ups play with real history and historical wars. Where's my chariot? I don't own a chariot. You seen the price on gas? It's crazy. We are grown up here, we play with grown up toys. I feel like what people don't realize about the Warhammer, it's about battles. And the complexity of Warhammer happens in the battles. Well, if the campaign had even more depth, the battles would kind of lose some of it, I think. You know, see, they can only focus on one thing at a time. When this game came out, it hasn't came out yet. We need the campaign to be complex enough, but not super time-consuming, while the battles be the highlight of the game. When I'm playing Chaos Dwarfs, I'm not sure. I want to troll a bit more with it. I'm looking forward to playing Chaos Wars, but if I don't play them this year, I think I'm fine with that as well. You know what I've noticed already that's missing in this game? When you click on your Legend Lords and get those lines. Those lines do something for me. Or you're in a battle and your man yell, form a ring of steel. Or Servants of Darkness in that scary Chaos voice. That's gonna be hard to top in an Antal War game, I feel. Slaves to Darkness, I think they say in Servants of Darkness. That shit is on a whole level completely compared to anything else. The audio theme of the Warhammer is just carries the game to like a whole level above anything they can do in the campaign. Imagine playing Chaos Wars when you play Real Dwarves. You know, shit was that funny that when the Chaos Wars got released, we were playing the High King, and we were military allies with the Chaos Dwarves. We're kind of like Chaos Dwarves, playing Chaos Dwarves as the Dwarves. You still remember that campaign? Were you here? Dwarves might just be the worst faction Warhammer right now. There I said, someone time out, boys. Somebody time him out. Apparently they started working on Total War 40k about a year ago, according to some 40k YouTubers. Oh god, 40k YouTubers. Must be true. Imagine thinking Dwarves, Bros, and Lizardmen. Well, Lizardmen have Oxyotl. And then the little guy is so much fun. That little guy is so much fun. When you're playing him, you have a blast. But the viewers are not really enjoying it because you're just bullying everybody. Have you ever heard of Mazdamundi? Mazda who? Base advertising 40k would be to conclude fantasy content with the community, but CA is such a pepega. I give them like 4 to 6 months and they'll smooth things out. In about 4 to 6 months, they'll be back to happiness between 0 and 20. It's currently at this level. It was on this level a couple of weeks ago, though. Now we are here. Give it a 4 to 6 months and we'll be back here.
Decisions will be made and taxes taken. So proclaims the God King.
Lizardmen have 7 Legend Lords. And their vanilla stuff is really vanilla. Like really, really. Wait till the Warhammer pipe closes on the CA and they start releasing more historical games and they realize it's not selling like Warhammer did. I mean, just imagine Fall the Samurai and combine land and naval battles into one. That's how I imagine Warhammer 40k Total War. But we have to have some destructible objects on the map, like buildings, various obstructions, trees. They have to be destructible. Otherwise, don't even release it. So for this, they need, I guess, some changes to the engine or a new improved engine. So destroyable objects on the map, and if you combine the land and naval battles of Fall the Samurai, you get 440k. And heck, you have Skaven in the Warhammer. The weapon teams, the artillery, the nuclear weapon. That's all that looks like 40k to me. Have you seen all those abilities and the firepower of the Chaos Dwarfs? It doesn't even look like something from Fantasy Warhammer, man. It looks like straight out of Warhammer 40k. All those weird guns, cannons, whatever they are, war machines. Let's go for gold here. Yeah, this game is not selling at all. I mean, it's cost 60 euro and it's not too much. So far, can't really complain much about this game or anything really, other than that memory leak. But